Okay, so as requested, I'm going to do a little mini course on how to get the best out of Canva. So if you haven't had a look around Canva yet, it's an amazing graphics tool for you to create your web graphics, your social media graphics, blogging graphics, leaflets. There's pretty much, you can use it to do pretty much anything, and hopefully after today's little session you'll be able to sort of know how to get the most out of it and find your way around. Okay, so they've got their designs sort of sizes already made. So if you were going to make a Facebook cover, you don't need to you don't need to Google what size you need to make it and work out how to do it. You just pretty much click on it and then edit the design. So if I click there, I'll show you everything you can do. So you've got all your Facebook posts, Twitter posts, and things like that. So it's all the right size for the optimum, optimum for the platform. You've got your headers and things there for emails and your Google Plus and everything. You've got marketing materials. You've got business cards and posters and things like that. Documents. So if you're going to do a presentation, you've got blog and Kindle covers and album covers. You've got little cards there, and you've got your ads as well. So your Facebook ad and your ads to go on websites and stuff, your banner ads and things like that. So you've got everything there. But I will also show you that if you wanted to create something that is a custom size. So I want to make something that is 15.5 centimeters, millimeters. So we'll go 150, is that right? And height would be 29 and a half centimeters. So I'm presuming, I think that's millimeters. And then we go design. Right, there we go. I think I got my measurements wrong. I wasn't expecting that. I just did it off the top of my head. So I'm creating something here, okay? So what you want to do is you've got here, because I'm doing a custom design, it gives me these sort of layouts here that I can choose. So I could have strips, I can have it like that, I can have just one big area. So there's loads here that I could do. So you can choose something from there. So, you could create that. And then what the good thing about this is that you can literally drag and drop things into these areas. So I'm going to go back. I just wanted to show you that you could do a custom size thing if you wanted. So you can use Canva to create any sized object that is. Just remember that it needs to be in millimeters, not centimeters, and know what the conversion rate is there, like I forgot. So, so what if you want to go, so I'm going to go back to layouts. So I'm going to go back to the beginning. So if you ever want to go back to the beginning, and also just to note that Canva automatically saves everything. So I haven't actually pressed save, but it saved it there for me. So it's quite good if you get distracted by the kids or something and you're in the middle of something, it automatically updates it for you, which is a godsend. So I'm going to create a Facebook post. So I click on that, it opens it up in a new window. So here's my blank canvas here. So here are all of the many layouts and templates that you've got here. So it's good to choose a couple that, and also to note that this template is also available in various other formats so that you can create a real strong branding across all of your channels, so you can have the same look and feel again across all your different things that you're creating. So if you choose one that's similar, so I'm going to choose this one. So just click on it and you'll see that it's got 3 images and some text here. Okay, so let's say that we're doing it for Mother's Day. So you can literally change, so you could put love from your business name or something in here or something like that. Now my colouring isn't yellow, so I'm going to choose a colour from here. So what you want to do is to tie it into your branding colours. So ideally you want a colour code there. If you don't have your colour code, if you haven't had it from your designer, then there's a great little tool that I found, which I will share the link for. You literally upload your logo or a picture with your logo on it. So I'm going to upload by email header, show image, and then using a picker tool, wherever I put it, it's going to, so I want basically that purple. So when I click, it gives me the color. So if that's not quite right, because obviously this is a very, very small res image. If you're using, if you use the logo that your designer's provided with you, you won't have all those crosses in the square. It'll be a much more accurate. This is a very sort of small image, which is why it's all pixelated. So, but you can see that wherever I click, it's going to give me this color, and this is the hex code here. So you can copy it. So Control C, and then back in Canva, if I wanted this to be my branding color, then I literally paste back in there, and you can see it's now matching my logo. So now I want to personalize this with some images that I've got. So you go to Uploads, and these are all the images that I've uploaded forever. If you wanted to upload something, you just go upload your design. So I could, I have no idea what my screenshot is that I did, but you'd literally click on it and it would upload it and it would be available here. I don't know what I've screenshotted there, but you get the idea. So, and then when I've got an image, say I want to add that, I literally drag and drop it over. You can see I could have put it in the background there, so you could have a lovely image instead of a color. And wherever you drop it, it goes in and it adds it in. Now, if that's not fitted properly, you can click here to crop, and you can move it around in there to make it fit the window better, however you want it. Now, obviously, you'd have to choose an image to be the exact size of that hole if you wanted to be exact, but say you could make it a little bit bigger. It's not letting you. Oh yeah, it is. And just zoom in on that handprint, for instance. So you can do that. Now you'll notice it's made it black and white. That's because it's got a filter on at the moment, because the template's got a filter on. So here's the filter here. So you can see, I think it's got, so I could have it just normal and I'll put the color back, but I could have it like with drama where it's got that shading around the side. There's loads here, street. So it was just black and white, but you can see there. You can also increase the brightness and the contrast of your image as well. So the contrast makes the white whiter, the black blacker, brightness makes it all brighter or darker as an image. So you can play around with your images like that. So literally you could put, you can fill up all your holes. We'll have, what have I got there? There we go, put the Keepsake Association logo in there, so you can see, okay? So that's how you can basically play around with a template. Now you can go on to add things on top of the template. So if you click in here, you can search. So they've got a big image library that you can use of royalty-free images. And what happens is you can add it to your design and everything. You play around completely free. But when you come to download it, you need to pay them for use of that image. And I think it's $1 per use, per download. I think you've got like 3 days or a day or something to download as many as you want, so you can keep editing it. But yeah, so it's only $1, so it's not very much. It's probably one of the cheapest ways to get graphics. So say I wanted a mother image. I'd put in mother and I'd search, and you've got all these different images. So I could, see it's $1. So I think probably some things are a bit more expensive if they're a bit better quality, but I could put in there. And it's got the Canva watermark over the top. That means that it's something that I'm going to have to pay for. So if you upload your own images that you own, it's free. If you use something of Canva's, it's $1. But like I say, that's really not very much if you're using, if you think how much a designer would cost you, it's actually a fraction of the cost. Now, say I wanted to add my logo in here, I could either add a little frame in. So these are called frames, which allow you to literally drag and drop an image in. So it may be that I want to create a little, I'm just looking for, say, a frame like that to go on top, and I would make it smaller. Okay. And then what I can do is go back to my uploads, find my logo, whatever that may be. There we go. And drag and drop that into my frame, you see? So obviously you'd want to have a frame similar dimensions as your image. Yeah, so if I was just to drag and drop it over here like that, you would see it's thinking it's an image and it's trying to take it over the whole, because the template's made up of all these holders already. If I wanted to just drag and drop something over, it would literally go in, which is why you've got to have a little placeholder like that. So I'm going to delete that and show you the other options. So if we click on to get rid of that, so at the top here, you've got all these different other things you can add. So you can add like a shape. So say we wanted to add like, obviously I'm not going to win any design awards for this, but if we had a special offer, we can make it bigger like that. And obviously, let's put it there. And we could maybe put some text on the top. So if we wanted to add some text onto that, so you can see you can add things onto your design. Now don't make it too complicated and too much going on, because it will confuse people. I'm just showing you what is possible. So if I wanted to add some text, I click there, or bigger text or smaller text, but you can change the font here and here. Let's have it a bit bigger, and I think you can make it bolder, italic, and things like that. Sorry, I want to make it a bit bigger, and I want to change it to white. Stay on page, and I'm going to make it 50% off. Just thinking off the top of my head here. Okay, so you can see how you can play with different templates. So say you're happy with that, but you want to do that, you know, we've done something for Mother's Day and I wanted to do, while I'm in here, one for Father's Day. If you click here, you literally copy that whole layout, and what I could do is just go Father's Day and then put in different images there, you know. So you can do that, and because this is always going to say, so if I show you, these are all my designs that I've ever done, so they're there forevermore. So if I think, oh, I designed something like that, you can literally go back in, create a new copy, and change it. So I've covered, now you've also got these different texts here as well. So you've got your plain text there, but it may be that you want to do something a little bit different. So like a little bubble or something. So I could have put in a little speech bubble like that and changed it, okay? And if you don't want it, you just press the delete bin, recycle bin there. So you've got all these things. You just literally click on something, it adds it in, you can move it around, you double click on it to edit it, you can change all the colors, the sizes and stuff, and if you don't like it, you just go and delete it. So like that, okay? So we've covered creating your own sizes, we've covered choosing a template and editing it. So I think that's the majority of it. So if you then want to download it, you literally go, it's updating it now. So I'm just going to allow it to finish saving. And there's a little undo button there as well, so you can undo something that you're not happy with. So it's just taking a bit of time to, I'm going to oh no, I'll save. So if there's just the one design, when you click to download an image, it will just download it just as a JPEG. I think it's JPEG, it might be a different format, but just one image. If you're downloading something with multiple images, it will download a zip folder and then you open that up on your computer. So I'm going to download it as an image, or you can do a high quality PDF, which is good for printing. You've also got options here. So you can just download page number 2, or you can download all. And if you're sending it to a printer, you can download with crop marks and bleeds as well. So I'm going to download as an image. It's preparing my design, and you can see that I've used all these things that are free, but I've got a $1 image, my mother and daughter image, so it's going to cost me $1. Now I just want to see what it's like, make sure it's the right size before I commit to anything. So I'm going to download a watermarked draft. Now this means that any Canva images that you use will have Canva over them to prevent you from using them elsewhere, but it will allow you to download a copy so that you can, you know, if you're doing a leaflet and you want to print it out before you commit to paying for anything. So then it will come up with here. So you can see it's a zip file because I've got 2 images in my image. So I'm going to save. And then literally on a Mac, you just click on that and that unzips it. And here are my Love from the Keepsake Company. Here are my 2 images. So I'm going to click on one. And here's my image. You can see it's watermarked because I checked that, but this is my image. Obviously, like I say, I'm not going to win any design awards, but hopefully that shows you the flexibility of Canva and how much you can do for it. Now, just a word of warning, it can suck up hours of your time. It really is addictive because you'll be tweaking and just stuff like that. So I think the thing to do is to go in and create a template for each type of thing. So your social media updates, your blogging, maybe a leaflet. Put some time aside to really get it how you want it to, so it really fits in with your branding. It's consistent across everything you do. Everything's got the same look and feel, the colors, it's all consistent. And then what you can do is you can, like I say, just create versions of that. So it's really good in making sure that it all sings together. So hopefully you found that helpful. There's my little Canva tutorial for you. It really is an amazing tool. It allows people that don't have the budget to go to designers to really create something pretty special without the designer fees, and royalty images can cost quite a lot of money. I've spent quite a lot in the past, so $1 is actually really quite good if you wanted to use images that weren't your own. So yeah, hopefully you found that helpful. I'd love to know how you get on. Like I say, be warned, it can take up a lot of time just because it's so addictive, and it's amazing what you can create. So you know, you'll just love spending time in Canva, but you can create amazing stuff. So have fun, and I shall speak to you soon.